Hello everybody, good afternoon. It is Friday and it is time for our daily devotional in Luke. It's not quite 10 a.m. But by now I've given up apologising for being late. I'm just late, I'm sorry. I'm actually on my way to pick up Jonah from school. I'm not driving, there's my driver. Say hi, Matt.
Hey.
Matt's here. Hello to all you other mothers whose kids and fathers whose kids have gone back to school the last few days. I hope you're doing well. Hope your kids are enjoying being back in school and back with their friends. I know Jonah is. But anyway, down to our devotional. We are on our penultimate devotional of Luke. We're in Luke chapter 24 and we're reading from verse 36 to verse 49. So I'll just get started, shall I? I've got to try and balance holding the phone and reading in the car. Luke 24, 36 to 49. While they were still talking about this, Jesus himself stood up among them and said to them, "Peace be with you." They were startled and frightened, thinking they saw a ghost. He said to them, "Why are you troubled, and why do doubts rise in your minds? Look at my hands and my feet. It is myself. Touch me and see. A ghost does not have flesh and bones as you see I have." When he had said this, he showed them his hands and feet, and while they still did not believe it because of joy and amazement, he asked them, "Do you have anything here to eat?" They gave him a piece of broiled fish, and he took it and ate it in their presence. He said to them, "This is what I told you while I was still with you. Everything must be fulfilled that is written about me in the law of Moses, the prophets, and the Psalms." Then he opened their minds so they could understand the scriptures. He told them, "This is what is written, the Messiah will suffer and rise from the dead on the third day, and repentance for the forgiveness of sins will be preached in his name to all nations, beginning at Jerusalem. You are witnesses of these things. I am going to send you what my Father has promised, but stay in the city until you have been clothed with power from on high." So, when I was looking at that passage earlier, something struck me. Jesus asks two questions, and the first question he asks his disciples when he's appeared to them is, "Why are you afraid?" And I think if I was one of the disciples, I'd probably look at Jesus and be like, well, it's only been 3 days since you were arrested and crucified in front of us. People are hunting us down, people are arresting us, they're threatening to kill us. And then we've had some people saying that they've seen you, and now here you are in front of us. You know, that's why we're frightened. You know, they had every reason to be frightened. They didn't understand what was going on. They thought Jesus was it. They thought Jesus was the Messiah. They expected him to save them there and then, and they just watched him die. That didn't make any sense to them. That was frightening for them. So I understand why the disciples were frightened. And I think if we look at our lives now, if Jesus asked you, "Why are you frightened?" You must probably have some really legitimate reasons as to why you're frightened. You know, our world is in a really unusual place, we're dealing with some really unusual times, and we've got every reason to be frightened. But then Jesus goes on, and it says that he opens their mind, he helps them understand the scripture, and that's obviously open to us as well. If we ask God for wisdom, it says he'll provide us wisdom. If we ask him to help us understand stuff, he will help us understand stuff. That is an invitation for us all. But then there's this other question that Jesus asks in the midst of the disciples' fear, in the midst of their uncertainty. He says to them, "Do you have something that I could eat?" He brings it down to their level. He says, "There's something that you can do right now. There's something that you can do that even you can say, do you know what? I don't understand, I don't get it, I'm frightened, I'm unsure, but that I can do." And that the disciples could do. They could give him something to eat, and they did. So when you look at your world, when you look around you and think, do you know what, I am frightened, and I have every reason to be frightened, and I know I shouldn't be because Jesus is great and he's come back to life and all of that is amazing, but I'm still frightened. Listen to Jesus and find out what he's asking you to do, that you can get hold of, that you can get behind, because he's not asking you to do something that you can't do. He knows what we can do, he knows what we have, he knows what we're able to do, and he's asking you to do something that you can actually grasp hold of and say, yeah, I got that, I can do that. Okay, thanks everybody. Have fun ending Luke tomorrow. I hope I see you next week for a new devotional series, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.